Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Tuesday, and we're now sitting here at April 1st, April Fool's Day, so whoa. Tomorrow's T Day, not D Day, but T is in the letter T, Tariff Day. At 3 in the afternoon, President Trump has decided to have his announcement. He's waiting for the stock markets in the U.S. to close, and then he'll have his cabinet, I'm certain, surrounding him. He'll have with him probably some heads of corporation and what other dignitaries he wants, and the tariffs will be announced. We then all will get out our paper, pencils, try to figure out what he's saying, what they mean, and how the markets are going to react to it, because they then will open. Remember, that's 4 o'clock Eastern time. By the way, if he does this at 3, the futures markets and the metals are still open. So a little strange that he's doing it, because you're going to see some pretty good-sized reactions regardless of what he says. So that gives you an hour to look at it then, and then, of course, they'll close and reopen again right after that. So 3 o'clock Central Time is when he's going to do that. When we look at the action, you're going to get the Mortgage Bankers Association numbers coming out in the morning. Interest rates have not been going up, so they should be okay. The question is, do people have enough money for the higher priced homes and the mortgage rates to buy them? That's going to be, do they qualify? ADP private sector jobs, well, we'll find out what the private sector is doing. All we keep hearing from Barkin and some of the other Fed members is they are hearing that business is not comfortable with these tariffs. So we'll see if they're still hiring in there. Factory order data. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if it was up, because people were front loading so much before these tariffs hit. So we'll see if that's the case. The announcement. And just now we saw the stockpiles in the crude. They were up 6 million barrels. And yet you didn't get much of a reaction in the futures market to that. Take a look. You're pretty much unchanged in the marketplace. That's interesting. You're down a little bit tonight in the bonds and the notes. The gold market has stalled a little bit. I guess that's the right word. It hasn't broken. That's not the right word. Has stalled. And everybody's waiting to see what are the reactions going to. First of all, what are the tariffs? Second, what are the reactions going to be? When you and I take a look at gold, it's still up 1% going into right now, Wednesday evening trade. You can see how the market made a new all-time high, settled a tad lower, no surprise. The trend is still up, higher lows, higher highs. Now you've got the 18-day average. Remember, I was mentioning this phenomenon was going to happen where it's getting over the last break low. So now I believe the 30-55 area is much more of a support area than it was earlier. Where did the market stop on the rally? Well, for the moment, and that's all you can call it, it's right there. Folks, understand, nobody knows what to make of these tariffs. We don't know if they're across the board. We don't know if they're singled out by countries. We don't know if there's going to be, for example, the USMCA. What's he do for automobiles that follow the rules under that? Is it just abandoned? Where's he going? What about the retaliation that you're going to see from countries? All right? I'm sure you understand it all. I don't. Don't mind telling you that. So as I told my traders over the past few mornings, my subscribers, it's a hit and run market unless, for example, in ETFs, there's certain companies you want to own just no matter what. And you're saying, hey, NVIDIA is now down 40%, 30% from its highs. I want to own it regardless. You're going to get that kind of trader coming in, probably even more so if the market drops tomorrow. Do I know that that's a good strategy? I don't know anything just yet. And if you think you know anyone that does, call them. I don't think you do. And I think they're just giving you scenarios because they don't know any more than we do at this hour. When we take a look at momentum, if the red line gets under 79 on a close, I'll feel very comfortable in saying, I think the market's going to try for that run again. Now, remember, we lost it once back here. It didn't happen. The more it does it, the more likely it happens. I'm not saying that it has to break tomorrow. You could be tomorrow at $3,500. I don't know. I don't know what the reaction is to tariffs. I don't know what they are. So how am I supposed to figure that out? When I take a look at the gold-silver ratio, historically we come up here and we correct from that phase. Does it have to? No, but that's what it's been doing. And you now need 91.5 ounces of silver to get 1 ounce of gold. In a perfect world, no commissions, nothing like that. As you look at silver, unlike gold, you can see how it's giving up ground a lot easier. The pattern here is not the same either. You have a higher high and a lower low pattern, and momentum is pointing down. In the copper market, the whole world's waiting to see, is copper included? The president, CEO of Freeport-McMoRan was on today on CNBC. She doesn't have any idea. And if she's heading up America's largest copper mines, and she doesn't know, how the heck do you expect that you know? None of us know what's included in this. And she was explaining, it takes years to get one of these mines going. We're not talking, okay, I'm going to commit $500 million right now and I want to build a copper mine. Terrific. You got to go through the government. You got to get where you're at. You got to get the holes done. You got to get the equipment made. You got to do all these things. It is a years, it's a plural, process. So, is copper going to be included? Then you come to the platinum market. Well, at least I understand the support here. You're at the 18-day average. You got 3 layers of support. It begins at 10.05, goes to 997.60, the 200-day average, and the 18. Remember, this market spent 1 week trying to get through that number, got up, just missed the Bollinger Band. Not the best sign of strength, by the way, when you miss going to it on that, and all of a sudden you're back down there. Caution. And that's what I think traders are doing. And while you think you have a handle on it, the biggest traders in the world are trading the dollar, euro, all the currency. The currency market's the biggest market in the world. You think there's any action going on there? People don't know. So, what do I tell people? I say, you don't have to be in the market every day for every play. What I recommend you do right now, you go to our website, you take advantage of the free offers, the kits, the trading courses we have at Epstein.com. Sign up for it. I'll be with you tomorrow. We'll try to analyze this tomorrow night because I have a TV shows right in front of doing this. And then after I finish, away we're going to go. It's going to be a wild afternoon and evening for me. I'll probably be up a good part of the night. You have yourself a great evening. I'll catch up with you all tomorrow.